Well, these should be some interesting videos because I actually figured out how to do some stuff in UCut, which was, so this is how stupid I am and how smart I am. I'll slap stroke myself. You ever heard of a slap stroke? You slap somebody for being a freaking moron or whatever, and you stroke their ego by telling them all the little things they're good at. Yeah, it's narcissistic psychopathic behavior by controlling people. So don't let them do it to you. I like the term. I came up with it because people used to slap stroke me, and I used to slap stroke people because, mental illness is contagious. So don't hang around it unless you want to become it. You're around crazy people, and you're not changing them, they're changing you. Anyway, I digress. This is going to be some good videos. Good stuff. I'm going to get a little of these. When I see these, I'm going to know I need to make cuts and stuff. It's going to make things quicker. This is going to be a highlight. Yeah, got that. Highlight. Yeah, I love it. See? Okay. See, I'm highlighting the fact that I just made my first cut, which was something that was not right for the video. Anyway, I'm driving and I'm realizing as I'm processing, UCut, I got almost a year ago because I wanted to figure out how to edit a video and I couldn't do it and I didn't understand how to use it. And then I just started using Instagram and I just started adding little tags and stuff. And then I got really good at like marking stuff up in Instagram. And I was like, I don't know. I've done so much stuff. And I just realized the other night, you still got that program. Did you pay for that? And I went, sure enough, I paid for premium. And so I started playing with it over the last week. And clunky, didn't know what I was doing, blah, blah, blah. Just mess with stuff long enough. And my brain just snaps one day and I get it. So I finally get UCut. And I'm like, awesome. Editing and stuff's going to be really easy. Make a little highlight note. Stop here. I hate idiots in traffic. People are always trying to go faster than me, but they're not going anywhere else. It doesn't matter whether I'm in my Corolla or in my Explorer or my F-150. I don't know why I called it an Explorer. Sorry, Henry. Or on one of my motorcycles. People always want to go faster than I'm going. I don't get it. And I'm not going slow. Just always. So, we're going to be making good videos now because I have a plan. I have a plan of what I'm going to do. And that is always a good thing. Now, my initial point of me being stupid is just that I go through, like I run ahead sometimes and do way too much out of impatience and out of a desire to just, I don't like thinking about things that I want to do. I like doing them. So sometimes I rush out and I just start doing things. And it takes a while for me to realize all the things I did wrong. Now, that's good because I get out there, I do stuff. And, the quickest way to stop making mistakes is to start making them and then learning from them. So it's good to do that. But now I'm at that point where I'm realizing I need to pay attention to cost because there's this slippery trappery that they do out there in the industries where they keep pushing, do this for a few more dollars, do that for a few more dollars. If you do this for a little few more dollars, you'll see this big of an increase. And then, if you want this much quality, it'll produce this much. If you want it to be a higher quality, then you need this much. And next thing you know, you're spending all this money and you don't even have decent content. And I gotta say, if you can't make good free content, you can't make good content. I mean, the whole point is to make whatever you're doing a little bit better, but it shouldn't be the end all be all. If you could just spend a bunch of money on a bunch of crap and then just great content showed up, well, Hollywood wouldn't be going down the tube. All right, so smoking on camera. Don't know what the deal is with it, but I do know that a lot of people get away with it. And they could say it's a part of an artistic representation. In my case, it definitely is. This is all about art, baby. And a little bit of organic bright leaf smooth and a little bit of organic bright leaf sweet and a whole lot of white CBG. Yes, yes, yes. Takes all my pains away. All my pains. And increases my concentration quite a lot. Is it a combustible? Sure. I could put a Zen in my mouth. That would be the edible version of nicotine, but I'm just like with my smoke on my herbs. I like it old school. Hopefully there's not too much wind noise. I'll find that out later. See if this microphone prevented the outside wind noise or not. Back when I used to drink and drive, yeah, I don't recommend that for anyone. Highly illegal and dangerous and stupid. And that's how I lived my life for a long time. I was doing illegal things, and it was dangerous, and it was stupid. And I got caught a lot, charged with a lot, and let go and got off of a lot. But that's another story. But I think maybe that's why I like doing these recordings. Because I used to, whenever I would drink, which, just to clarify, I am a recovered alcoholic. I have not had a drink in 6 years now, and have no desire to drink at all. Alcohol to me is like poison. I don't crave it. I don't think about it. I don't fantasize about it. And people that use it, I don't condemn or blame. I generally feel sorry for most of them. Because even if you're not an alcoholic, after 3 drinks, you're pretty much a dick. And nobody wants to be around you, except other people that have had 3 drinks. And nobody wants to be around all of y'all unless they've had 3 drinks. So yeah, I think that's why I like to make these recordings when I'm out. I used to like to drink and I used to like to drive. I did. I'd sit at the house and I'd have a few, and then I'd get all grandiose in my head, and I'd go out and I'd drive and look at sunsets and think fanciful thoughts, and then do nothing. Go home and keep drinking and watch TV and pass out. And yeah, it started as a way to manage pain. The drinking did, but eventually it just became drinking. So I'm glad that part of my life is completely over. This is going to be a long edit when I get home later. It's going to be a long edit when I get home later because I'm making so many different parts. But I'm excited to do it because I've often wanted to make videos that were longer, but without all this delay and crap in the middle. So, but, I kind of like enjoy. I kind of like enjoy. I don't know what the hell I'm saying, man. Sometimes I think when I say stuff like that, I remember my friend. I'm gonna change his name, okay? I'm gonna change his name. His name was Thurman, and we're gonna call his last name. I'll leave it off. How's that, Thurman? I used to always tell this story with his name, and I don't even think he's alive anymore. But out of respect, Thurman. When I was in behaviorally and emotionally handicapped classroom. That's called BEH. It's the trailer outside of the main building where they put the psycho kids. That's where I went to class. From 5th grade till I dropped out of high school. They forced me into those little fucking trailers. Said I was crazy because I didn't want to hear them. Even as a kid, I was like, I'm not listening to your BS. You're lying. So yeah, I was put in BEH. But Thurman used to come in and man, he'd say some shit, and I'd be like, man, Thurman, what are you talking about? He came in one morning, I'll never forget it in my life. He comes in and he goes, Miss Massey, shit, you best give me a cookie. And she was like, Thurman, you need to sit down, you need to behave. So we got leeway because we were labeled so bad that like kids that were in there were expected, their default behavior was bad as hell. So they got away with a lot. I mean, you had to like start smacking people before you got in trouble in BEH, which meant my life was hell. That's why I became so mean. Put me in there in 5th grade. That's another story. I'll talk about it at some point. It's another story. So anyway, Thurman comes in and he goes, Miss Mazzy, you best go give me a sugar cookie. She's like, Thurman, you need to sit down, you need to behave, you need to do what you're told. He's like, oh, forget that, Miss Mazzy. You best give me a sugar cookie. And she's like, Thurman? And he goes, man, I said give me a sugar cookie before I beat on, what's her name? And I lost it on him. I said, damn it, Thurman. Damn it, man. He's like, what? I was like, what the hell did you just say? And he just smiled ear to ear because he knew what he said was some bulls. But he loved it. He was like, you heard me. I was like, did you just say "Fo I be done. What's it name?" He said, "Yes. Yes, I did." I said, "Well, that's messed up, man. I don't even know what the hell that means. Fo I be done. What's it name?" Anyway, breaking it down, I'm sure what it meant was, is you better go get me a sugar cookie before I do some stuff you don't want me to do. What's the name? Love it. Love it. Dead air. That's the thing we're going for. Dead air. They say dead air is a no-no. Dead air is no good. I say, forget that. Let there be silence. Okay, there you go. There was some silence. I'm going to do videos on lots of different things. I want to do my Canna series, which is what I'm going to be working on, which is why I'm getting all this high quality production equipment. Working on the Canna series. And then after that, I want to do just background series, about me, about why I do what I do, because people ask. And, I'll cover all kinds of stuff. I've seen a thing or two. There's some boo-boos out there on YouTube that ain't done nothing except be on YouTube. And, people watch them all the time. And I'm like, basically, your life experience is what we're watching. You don't have any outside of this. And that's cool to a degree, but there's a lot of things I've done that would never make YouTube. Just wouldn't. And I'm so grateful that the entire time I went traveling, I took no cameras. Maybe I could dig up a couple of photographs of me in Central America. But I didn't go around recording and documenting a crap I was doing for a reason. I lived a very different life for a very long time. And it was by the grace of God that I was spared from it. And there'll be plenty of stories to tell about all of it. Yes, that's a cool little smoke you got there, T-Man. But why you got to keep relighting it? That's because of the icky, sticky white CBG that's in there. See, I use a long cut tobacco, cut myself, and the long strands of it help hold everything together. But then I intersperse finely ground white CBG, and actually it's coarsely ground white CBG flowers into that. And those can get sticky. It's kind of nice though, because it lets you smoke the same cigarette for quite a while. This thing burns for a while. I mean, there's still plenty left, and I've been puffing on it for a good bit of this video, more than you'll see, because I'm editing a lot of stuff out, because I can now, and I need to. Okay, we're gonna call that a wrap. That's what we're gonna do. Wrapping it up, put a bow on it.